The Flames, congratulations on making it to the full final. Initial thoughts?
Well, we kind of I'm really happy, and I think the team I'm really proud of the team, and I think everyone is proud. We kind of started Blast with a really bad start, and I just think that winning that gave us the motivation, and I think we endured well the loss in the first day, because it was kind of the step where you need to get slapped and learn from it. And I think we had a lot of conversations after that, and not exactly about CS, but about our relationships with each other and how we should work and engage with each other. And then I think it's basically it made us really trust each other, which I think, like you can see against FaZe yesterday and against Astralis today, it kind of showed up.
No, I think when I was talking to Raga, he was talking about kind of like the energy lacking at first. Is that what you're referring to when you're talking about, the relationships and stuff like that?
I would say it's also the energy, which is really important for everybody to evolve inside the system that we play. But I think it's also some rounds that you lose, they can kind of break the communication, or you feel bad while you play it, and some players keep it in their minds. And I think once you have a good relationship with every player and everyone trusts each other, you cannot go wrong with that. You will trust your teammate to do the best. And even on Ancient, when Astralis started comebacking, I just had it in my brain that we're going to win one round because someone is going to make a great play. So I really trust in my teammates in game, and outside of the game I can blindly trust them. So I feel like it's just easier to play those close matches and have still maintain focus and communication and energy while you have that relationships with them.
Now you grabbed some pretty big wins, in these last couple of matches, especially, FaZe first, now Astralis. How much confidence does that fill you with, so early into the new lineup, after you got Dexter in?
Well, it gives you a lot of confidence, because you kind of see what you can reach. I think FaZe yesterday didn't play how they usually play, so we kind of we managed to beat them because of that, I think, a lot. But I think the potential is there also with the Navi wins on the last Blast event. I think we can see that there is potential, and we still need to grind and work hard. And I think everyone has a mindset right now that we just need to completely work hard and have even 5-6 months of just playing with each other, officials, grinding everything that is possible. And confidence or without confidence, I think we can still manage to play really well against those top 5 teams in the world. And yeah, it's obviously it gives you a lot of confidence coming up to next tournaments and stuff like that. But I will definitely say that I think gaining confidence from if you play really well, you'll slowly gain confidence individually, and the team will start rise from inside.
Tell me about Dexter, and how's it been for you to play alongside him, quite literally? You sit next to each other.
Yeah, I love Abdul. First of all, he's a type that I've never met in my life, outside of the game and in game. So I kind of I'm starting to learn a new kind of world. And in game, when we play a stage, I can feel my hand getting you can see the hand right now. You can see some scars on it, but I think it's pretty good for me, because I think I can feel his energy, and I have a lot of eye contact with him. And when he's feeling a bit down, he made a mistake or anything like that, I think I have the ability to make him happy or cheer him up for this 1 or 2 round. And with Abdul playing with you, it's the amount of trust I have in him to win the most impossible rounds is insane. So I think we have a good balance in that. I think Abdul is really good in that. Fico is good with the clutches, and I think Neofrag, me and Nexus are balancing out the things on the sides right now. But I think everyone has a lot of responsibility right now, and Abdul is one of the guys with the most responsibilities. And I think we're slowly getting to getting that level, that the insane upper that you cannot play against easily.
Now, I wanted to ask you about something. It's kind of weird to realize that you are by far the longest standing member of this roster. You joined somewhere before April last year, I think, and obviously the whole team kind of changed around you this year, throughout the last 7 months. How different does this team feel, after that, those last changes?
Well, the last roster, it was the last roster, Mantu, Valde, Nico, Alexi. I think it was if I compare the rosters, I think this roster is just, people are much we have more hunger to win games, and we want to play more CSGO. I think with the old rosters, even when Valde and Nico and Nexa was there, I think we were more lazy. We wanted to play practice, learn a lot on practice, and then play RMR event after, and playing against Eternal Fire and this tier 2 team. teams are gonna like demolish you because they have 200 officials coming up to you and you have like 20. And I think like we kind of learned from the mistakes, and I think the coach have done an amazing job. Like Casper, he's been since I was, and I think he just knows how to not go in the same path. But I'm a kind of person that really likes new beginnings, so I really don't mind. I'm happy with everything that I see or like interact with new people. But I think this roster has more potential, and mainly because people are more hungry to play. The old roster, I think the experience was immense, but you also gotta give it to the players that like we played under. I wouldn't say we played under the best circumstances. We didn't play any officials, and it was kind of our fault. Yeah. And our relationship wasn't fully like we didn't trust each other in like 7 months of playing, I feel like. But like I really like the new roster, and I have no regrets.
Is it also a different atmosphere? You know, it's a lot of younger guys, you know, compared to the previous roster.
Yeah, I would say it's really weird now because the old roster, the youngest guy after me was Nico, and he was 23. And right now, like, people are my age, so I can interact with them about things my age instead of, like, you know, Nico talking about his house and like his furniture in his house. But I think now with the new roster, I kind of find myself in the team with more, like the relationship is better, the chemistry is way better outside of the game. And I think we're still figuring things out because we have to talk a lot more, and like, you know, we're just few weeks roster, and the player break kind of cut off a lot of the process, and Mantu just left, and I think Mantu was also a big part for our like a great chemistry because he was like full English and he knew how to interact with everybody, I would say. But right now I would say the roster is just full of the young kids that are just fun to be around, like down to earth. You're not getting tilted. If you're getting tilted, it's insta reset. You know, you're having fun instantly after we finish game. Instead of like GG guys, Ficos games, let's go bar now, I want beer. Like, you know, these kind of things, it makes me happy to see them, like people feeling comfortable saying these things.
You've had a great event here, especially, but in the past, you know, there was some criticism towards you, and especially towards a lack of consistency. I wonder if you think that criticism was fair at the time, and how you feel about your individual form at the moment.
Yeah, I would say that it was true that I was inconsistent, but like I couldn't figure out myself. Like I was sleeping 6 hours and then I would feel really awake, and I would sleep 8 hours and I was so tired. And like these things, I would kind of try them in official days because that's where it matters the most, I would say, and that's where you can test yourself. But I couldn't find myself, like in terms of eating, what I want to eat, what I need to do now, what I need to do. Like I didn't know what's best for me. And also in game, I feel like I haven't like refreshed my knowledge. Now if I see how I spent my time playing CSGO and like the self-discipline around it, it's much more efficient, and I play way more, and like I actually do a lot. I have a lot more responsibility for the team, so even when I'm not playing well right now, like individually, skill-wise, I feel like I'm actually doing really well because I communicate everything that goes out, and it gets me back in the game if I feel like, you know, I'm not part of the game kind of thing. But the individual form right now is just, I feel like I grind a lot, and there is more to grind, and like I can just get better from here.
Now, lastly, obviously, you know, after you guys didn't manage to qualify for EPL, the next month is going to be fairly empty for you guys, apart from Melbourne that you're going to be playing in about a week's time, I think, right? What's the plan for, you know, the run up to the major essentially, and to the RMR, obviously?
Well, I think right now we fly in Monday to Melbourne. Yeah. And then we're going to play ESL Challenger, and we need to win the tournament. Like I think that's the goal for the tournament, to win it and qualify to the relegation or whatever, the ESL Poly thing. Yeah, the conference. And then I think from there it's going to be like I think we're going to take a few days break just to chill out, because everyone was outside of home since like 6th of August. So people need to kind of calm down and see how it goes in their personal life. And then I think we're going to start practicing again, and I think we plan a boot camp to the end of September. And then October we're going to start rolling things again. But I think if there is going to be like an online event in September, we're going to probably play it, but I'm not sure if there is any, like, you know, Pineapple Cup or like these kind of things. Yeah.
Okay, great, thank you very much.